Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Dante and I'm back at it again with another video. As you guys can see by the title, this video is going to be completely different from what I normally would do. I just feel like I wanted to use my platform to talk about this and to spread awareness for this young man. Now this young man name is Jeremiah Williams. He went on Facebook and he basically accused his middle school teacher of SAing him at the age of 12. Now his teacher name is Antonio Maurice Brantley. I tried to find his socials. I cannot find nothing. I don't know if he deleted everything. I'm not sure. Just to try to get, I was trying to see if the teacher was going to come out and defend himself. Some people said that he went live, but I couldn't find that video. But Jeremiah, he did get on Facebook or whatever. He made a post exposing him, just kind of giving us a brief story on what happened. On the post it says, please share and repost. Hey Facebook family and friends, this is not a post that I thought I'd be sharing today, but hey, I'm living in my truth and it's time to tell my story. As most friends and family know, I attended Langston Chapel Middle School all 3 years, and I'd like to highlight an incident that occurred my first year attending this school. While attending this school, I got close with many teachers and students. Most people that went to this school during my duration being there can say I had a strong bond with the teacher that goes by Antonio Maurice Brantley. This teacher has done unthinkable things to me that no sixth grader should ever have to go through. The things that I went through. The things that were done to me are far beyond acceptable. I was touched by this man on multiple occasions, sometimes even inside of the school, at basketball games, and even during regular school hours. I'm speaking on this now because I'm fully aware of what I went through and how much trauma it has caused me during my whole middle school years, even up until I told my mom, which was recent in a couple of weeks before I moved. My mom has always asked, has anyone touched me? And I would never think back on the incident with Antonio Maurice Brantley. So I'd always say no. Reason being, I thought it was okay for so, and the reason I thought it was okay because it confirmed my sexuality in my mind, and that's what I thought was okay at the time. During this time, I was 12 years old and was oblivious to the situation, but now I'm demanding justice and my story will be heard. So yes, y'all, now everything is alleged. I want to make sure I make that very clear. Everything is alleged, but why would a young man come out and just accuse this teacher of SAing him or whatever? Now, he did do a follow-up status or whatever. He said, I just want him away from kids. He's still a teacher in Augusta. I'm assuming that's Augusta, Georgia. He also did another status and said, I've just got the word that he's now teaching in Henry County. I don't know if that's in Atlanta. Now, the young man, Jeremiah, he did go live on Facebook, y'all. Now, I have not watched the live yet, so I'm not sure on, what to really expect from this story, but I wanted to watch it with you guys. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna kind of skip the video a little bit because I think he's waiting for people to come in live.
People can state their opinions on the situation all they want. At the end of the day, nobody didn't have to fucking go through it but me. So, I could care less what anybody else has to say about the situation. The situation is something that I have been battling with for a long time, almost going on 7 years. When people start to ask me questions like, why are you just not coming out about the situation? Or why haven't you been saying anything or anything like that? You didn't go through it. Shit like that can ruin a person's mind, mental, all that. That shit was stripped away from me at 12 years old. You weren't in it, so you couldn't tell me what the fuck to do. You can't. So, with that being said, everybody can just keep their comments to themselves because you didn't go through it and you didn't have to go through it. With that being said, I would like for everybody to stop saying that I'm healed from the situation. I've seen a couple posts, people saying that I'm healed and stuff. I am not healed by the situation, but I am at peace with the situation. I can't say I'm healed with the situation because I'm just becoming fully aware of what I actually went through. Like, that shit fucking with your boy. No lie. But it happened. I went through it. So, Sixth grade, uh, the beginning of sixth grade wasn't bad at all. I would say it was towards the middle of sixth grade when stuff started to get shaky. I felt as though I started questioning my sexuality. And, yeah, bullying was going on. A lot of that was going on during that time. So, I really didn't have any friends or nothing like that, of anything of that sort. So, I was always cool with teachers, anybody that could be in my corner, I wanted to be cool with. Antonio Maurice Brantley was one of them people.
Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Watching this is kind of triggering for me because anybody who's been through something similar to this can definitely relate. I can see he's about to get emotional. My heart goes out to him though, but let's keep watching.
He was one of the he was one of the people that I thought was in my corner during that time, and I felt as though I could trust him. Now we all obviously can see that I could not do that. First incident occurred during, like I said, during the middle of my sixth grade year. I was in the ISS room. It was just me and Antonio Maurice Brantley in the ISS room. We were joking and laughing. We were playing, and it was no context to what he did, but he grabbed my, as y'all can imagine what I'm thinking about, and I'm not talking about my rear area. I didn't know how to feel. I stood in shock, and I stood there. A couple minutes later, I did it back to him, and one thing led to another, and I ended up giving him oral sex in the classroom.
Wait. I was not expecting that. Okay. This is crazy. For people who say, "Well, why didn't you come out with it when it first happened?" Because I'm pretty, now I'm happy that I can hear from somebody that feel the same way, because I don't know. It's kind of like a thing I can't. It's hard to really explain. Uh, when it happens to you and you're young, you don't really know how to react to certain things like that. You got some kids that will go ahead and tell their parents right away, like, "Hey, such and such touched me," but sometimes it's like it could be the person's demeanor. Like, I can't tell on this person, even though I don't know what's going on. I can still feel like this isn't really right. It don't feel right. And I don't know, like, I don't know, y'all, but this is crazy. I was not expecting him to say that.
That's the first incident. During this time, I was what you can say is rewarded by the things that I was doing. Me and another student, and this other student DM'd me last night when I came about my story. He asked me why I didn't tell him, because he was also cool with Maurice Brantley. Anybody that knows, that man bought me iPhone 8 Plus during the time I was in sixth grade. He bought me AirPods, food, anything. You can ask anybody that went to that school. He hovered over me like I was a golden child. I could never do no wrong. I could never get in trouble, because Maurice Brantley will always protect me no matter what. When I would get in trouble with teachers, they would send me to Mr. Brantley. Shit. So, yeah. Second incident. After a basketball game, my mom allowed Antonio Maurice Brantley to take me home after a basketball game, because I asked her, could I stay? But she told me that I had to find a ride.
That man is disgusting as fuck. What do you have anything like? I can't stand listening to shit like this, bro, and it pisses me off. Like,
Um, like I said, after the basketball game, Maurice Brantley proceeded to take me home, and before we stopped to get to his car, we stopped by the bathroom. He went in the bathroom by himself. He locked the door behind him. He then came out of the bathroom still unbuckling his pants while they were still down. I then proceeded to grope his groin area, and then we proceeded to leave the school. As we're leaving the school, on the way home, I gave him head all the way home.
okay, y'all. So as I'm watching this video, I do feel like it's gonna be triggering. So I'll make sure I put it towards the very beginning of the video. But again, I was not expecting to run into this. I just was not expecting this. And y'all, he's like, I think he's probably like 13 now, or probably still 12 years old. But just imagine a young child going through that. I have a god sister that's 12. So I would kill. I don't even know if I can say that up here. But y'all, I would murder somebody behind that. Like, I don't play about my. I don't play about my nieces, my nephews. I do not play when it comes to stuff like this, y'all, because this is something that I've experienced too. So this is just, it's triggering for me to watch, but I just hope he get the proper healing that he deserves. But it's just disheartening to watch. But if you're triggered, you don't have to watch it, you guys. You can click off the video. But I didn't know it was gonna be this triggering for me. But I'm gonna continue to watch it though, just to see, because I'm more now. I'm kind of like interested in what's gonna happen next. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. So that happened. There was a third incident that occurred before everything went to stops, and it was one weekend. He talked my mom into thinking that he was going to tutor me. He picked me up from my house that morning, and we went back to his home in Swainsboro, where he was living at with his mother. And there was no tutoring done whatsoever. There was nothing but grooming and sexual activity the whole time. As we left his house, once again, the whole way home, I gave him bed. During the time this shit was occurring, I didn't tell nobody because you don't really know what to do when shit like that is actually happening to you. It's like something that I can't even explain. Like, you can't, like, nobody is prepared to go through anything like that, and I don't want anybody to ever have to go through something like that. Okay, fast forward to my 18th birthday. Mind you, the years have gone by. I have not had contact with this man. I have not texted him or anything. I can't say that I still had him on social media, on all my social medias. I still have him on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So, fast forward, my 18th birthday approaches, and he messages me, and my mother has the messages. I still have the messages. I still can screenshot the messages. He texts me apologizing about what he did to me, and that he couldn't explain. He didn't know why he did what he did. And in my mind, it had been going on so long that I feel like the situation was okay. I did not respond in the way that people think I would have responded. I didn't respond in the way that I should have responded. I responded as if though
Y'all, like I could break down right now, but I'm not even gonna do all of that on camera. But this is so crazy because I feel like me and this young man I literally like I've been through the same exact thing, y'all. And just to kind of put you guys in my, I don't want to make this about me, I don't, but I do feel like it's right to include this. Um, so when I had first told my mom about everything, about how I was touched on by my cousin and stuff, and I told her, when I was 18, I want to say back in 2022, me and all of my family was sitting in the living room, and I kind of wanted to talk to them more about the situation and how I was actually in a situation where I was. It's like even though what he did to me wasn't right, I was wanting. I was fiending for it from him because I was so used to it happening over and over again at an early age. But see, I experienced this at the age of 5 up until 10 years old. So, and then it was very consistent. Whenever we seen each other, that's exactly what was going to happen. So I can definitely understand when he was saying how he feel like he wanted it more with the person because I was in a situation where I wanted it too, and it was weird to me as to why I was feeling like that. But that's crazy. Like I guess it really do something to you. Like once you are um I guess forced into a position like that. And it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's hard to get out, but it's very hard to come clean about because you don't want nobody to judge you because it is a situation where another person of the same sex is doing these things to you. Um, and it's just heartbreaking, y'all. But let's keep watching.
still wanted him to do things that he was doing to me. He quickly texted me back with, what do you mean, or whatever the case may be, and I left it at that. I didn't text him back. Fast forward, thank you for my best friend because, y'all, I'm thankful for the friends that I have, and I'm thankful for the people that I call my friends. Because without my best friend, Savon, I don't even know if I would be able to even acknowledge the situation as it is. I thought I was at peace with the situation by not speaking on it or not thinking about it at all. As I stated in my Facebook post, my mama has questioned me. My phone stayed checking. My mama questioned me multiple times. Has anybody ever touched you? And my answer was always no, because in the back of my mind, I thought what was happening was right because in my mind, it glorified my sexuality because I didn't know what I wanted at the time, but that is what confirmed for me. That is what confirmed for me what I wanted. And so I didn't think that it was wrong. Okay, with that being said, he texted me back and said, what do you mean I didn't respond, or whatever the case may be. Fast forward, me and Saval, we were always been friends on and off for a good while, but it was never no bad blood, never nothing like that. My mom knows Saval well. Saval has been in my house. My mom knows Saval is a good friend of mine. And one night, I was at Saval's house, and she went out the room to go in the kitchen, and I don't know what hovered over my mind to tell her that these things were occurring with Antonio Maurice Brantley, but I felt the need to tell her. Mind you, I talk about any and everything with Saval, so I felt the need to tell her. I end up explaining the situation to Saval as if I would say, in my opinion, as if it was funny. That's how I felt. I explained the situation to Saval. She quickly stared at me like I was fucking stupid and told me, Jeremiah, you were sexually assaulted. And explained to me that what happened was not right. In my mind, it immediately clicked, and she immediately told me that I needed to tell my mom. I called my mom on the phone, and I let her know. And honestly, I'm thankful that I don't delete messages, or I didn't delete the messages of him telling me that he was sorry for the things that he had done. But I ended up calling my mama, and I ended up telling her the situation. Lost for words. I won't wish that shit on anybody. I won't wish that shit on anybody. My mama felt as though it was her fault that I wasn't protected. And I can't explain how that shit made me feel. Because at the end of the day, we always think it's our mothers as mothers, but they're fucking human beings and they have feelings too. So I heard the hurt in my mama's voice, and I just instantly broke down. Because, what can you do, bro? What can you do when it's already done? There's nothing you can do when it's already done. So, yeah. Now, quickly fast forwarding to the whole coming out situation. Anybody know I came out last, I want to say a day before Thanksgiving last year. And, yeah, I just was going through a really rough time. I was really depressed. I didn't know what was going on. I let my mama know that I was feeling depressed. No, I did not get therapy. I did not want therapy because I felt as though I did not feel like I knew what the problem was. Whenever I was asked, well, what's wrong with you? Or why do you feel this way? Or why are you so depressed? Or why are you beating yourself up? Or why are you so stressed out? It was always I don't know. It was always, I don't know. And I want anybody to know that whoever asked me or whoever tried to check up on me and I told them I don't know, that's because I really did not know. I did not know what, I couldn't tell anybody. I didn't know. It's not that
I'm not sure if he's gonna watch this video, but I will say eventually you're gonna need therapy. You're just gonna need it. I felt like I didn't need it either because I had people who I can talk to, but they it's like they were telling me the same thing, and I kind of just wanted to. And you know, it's but so much people can tell you when it comes to situations like this because, you know, everybody don't really experience stuff like this. But with me going to therapy, it helped me out tremendously. Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Um, Going through triggering things like this is going to be challenging for you to find the right therapist because sometimes you can link up with a therapist or whatever and the vibes just don't give, or the person don't really understand you or your way of thinking. So I went through a lot of trial and error when it came to finding my perfect therapist, but I finally did by the grace of God. And she gave me a lot of advice and I'll never forget it. And she literally like changed the trajectory of how I view things now when it comes to the things that happen to me, and not to uh you know, being more forgiving and moving on from the situation, and like really moving on, not backtracking. And I'm not gonna say I perfected that as of now because I'm still, you know, I'm still young and I'm still growing, but um everything that she's taught me and gave me advice on, it really, I can honestly say I'm in a way better place than I was last year. So yeah.
didn't want to talk to nobody. It's not that I didn't want to open up, but I felt as though my feelings were, I did not know what was wrong with me. I just felt trapped. So fast forward, I ended up coming out. What I thought was the reason that I was so depressed and so stressed out and all this, and just so beat up and just so worn out, like at a young age. Like, what are you so worn out for? It got to a point where I thought it was work. Like, I'm 17. Like, the fuck is work stressing me out for? yeah, I just thought it was so many other things, and I tried to make it so many other things because I did not want to face this situation. Um, so yeah, end up coming out that fixed nothing. It gave me a sense of clarity that I was able to be who I finally am, and I was able to just finally be me. Yeah. So that gave me a little bit of peace of mind, but quickly after, shit just went right back down. I decided that I wanted to move to Colorado, because I wanted a fresh start. I felt as though I did not belong in Statesboro. I did not want to stay in Statesboro at all. That's just how I felt. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that's just how I felt. During the time up to like a couple months before me moving, me and my mama went through a very rough patch. This is not for me to, I'm not saying this as to degrade my mother or anything. We have a great relationship. I feel though is where I went wrong at, and why we were bumping heads is because, like I said, I did not understand that my mom was human. I think like that's really where I fucked up at. I was putting all the blame on her. This situation, everything, I was definitely putting the blame on her. And I shouldn't have at all. And I'm sorry. And I can't take it back. But it happened. Yeah. It took for me to stand on the front porch with my mama and bawl my eyes out for 35 minutes to understand where she was coming from. I had to understand that she's a human. She got feelings too, and she also goes through things. So, yeah, we still had, I let her know about the situation, like I said, and why I keep saying I'm at peace at the situation, I'm not healed, is because I'm so at peace at the situation. When I called my mom to let her know what had happened, I told her I did not want nothing to happen to that man. I told her, I'm letting you know this so you can get a sense of clarity of what I'm going through, because you've always asked what's wrong with me. So she needed that closing. Like, she needed that. So yeah, I told her not want nothing to happen to him.
I hope that the police get his ass because this is crazy. But y'all, I'm gonna stop it right here. It is like 3 more minutes left on this video. I'm not gonna react to it because it's too much. It's way too much. But again, I just kind of wanted to put this story on my platform just to spread awareness. I had seen that he had got like close to 1,000 likes and a little bit over 500 shares. I don't think that's enough. People need to hear about this story. So if y'all could do a big one and just go to his page and share his post or whatever. I'm pretty sure I have some people that's from Atlanta or that lives in Augusta or whatever, or near that area. Either probably seen them before, probably went to school with them or anything like that. But do you know, just try to show your support and share the story. That's that. But I love you guys, and I was not expecting to do this video today, but I seen it and I wanted to talk about it. Jeremiah, we love you, and we hope that you get the proper healing that you deserve. And yeah, that's it. I gotta go. I love y'all.